Welcome to tonight's stream of the ANZ Combined Racing League's Formula 1 2002 Championship over here at Barcelona. We're at Circuit de Catalunya. And joining myself, Nico, aka Slide Signs, here in the comms box is Mitch. Welcome, Mitch.
Yeah, thanks for having me tonight. Should be a good race.
Yeah, we're looking forward to another great round here in the Formula One. We're just about heading into qualifying. Let's have a look at those quick leaderboard after a massive round two. We've got Mika the Kid leading the championship at the moment with 12 points, followed by Gambit in with 10, Magic Mass with 10, McFly with 6, Christopher Reyes in 5th place with 4 points after missing, or not missing, but getting no points in race round 2. We've got Night Havoc on 4 and 6, CMD Cirrus with 3 and 7th, Cuckoo with 2 and 8th, and Sato rounding out the points board within P9. So yeah, this is definitely gonna be a cracker of a race in qualifying. So let's head on over and have a look at how these guys are faring on track. So we've got a couple of guys still in pit lane. John Wade and Woody Lizard still in pit lane for qualifying with 8 minutes remaining. What's your bet on who's going to take pole here, Mitch?
Well, we had a pretty strong showing from both Mika and Mika in well one and and the other Ferrari in Gambit last week. So the Ferraris are looking very strong going into this one.
Yeah, no, definitely. I've got my money on Magic Mass as well. Magic has had a great race in round 2. So I've got my money on him. It's definitely going to be an interesting one here at Catalunya. There's still a bit of water on track, considering they had a bit of a wet practice. So we're hoping that dries up for this 46 lap race in overcast conditions here. Which is a brilliant track, Circuit de Catalunya. 14 turns, 4.73 Ks. It's going to be it's definitely a track where I think we're going to see a lot of battles, and it's a big enough track to have heaps of room out there, with Cuckoo on the board on P1 at the moment in qualifying.
Yeah, yeah, Puku going faster overall as someone just loses control in front of him.
Yeah, I think the conditions are just not ideal at the moment, with guys pushing really hard, getting out on track and seeing if they can pull out those epic laps here at Catalunya. Got Gambit in P3 at the moment, and you can see he's definitely pushing on his lap. Oh, and that's it for his lap. Let's have a look at McFly. We definitely know McFly is going to be ultra quick here as well. It
Yeah,
was a great round 2 at Imola with Gambit and McFly battling it out for position.
Yeah, yeah. That was a great battle we had in round two. So McFly would be one to watch uh, um in this round as well.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see. I think we're going to see a top five position just on this one outlap of his. There's still quite a bit of spray coming through the chicane right there.
Yeah, um, um, yeah, uh, um, as there's not as much spray as
And that's
the
it,
last
McFly to the top.
before, and McFly goes to the top of the table with that lap.
Yeah, 115.8. That's a significant margin over Dado, who's put it on P2 at the moment with a 17.4. He just went quicker again.
Yeah, um,
The
yeah,
West McLaren.
yeah, 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 y- yeah, with at the moment, we could expect a battle between McFly and Dado if Dado keeps this pace up.
Yeah, Dado seems to be driving the wheels of the McLaren at the moment. With Jack Barrett as well, just putting on a significant 117.6, and he's out on another flyer and he loses it. So let's jump back onto Dado and see what he can do. With the 16.6 improving his lap time significantly by just about a second. So he's definitely pushing hard at the moment with Magic Mask. Look at that, Magic just going up into P2 at the moment.
Uh, yeah,
Oh, with a big spin. Magic will definitely be jumping back. Let's see if Gambit can improve his lap, and he as well struggling with a good grip. Just seems like the track is not gripped up in the 6 minutes that they've been out on track for qualifying.
yeah, 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 uh, um, yeah, even that or the track conditions are just eating away at the tires.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be. It's oh look at that! Sarah's bouncing up into P3 as well.
But 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 as Data Weather comes back with a quicker time to tag P3.
Yeah, Data definitely improving his lap time. Let's jump on board with Woody Lizard and see what he can do in the Jaguar. Yeah, McFly has parked it. I don't think he needs to do anything else. At the moment, he is set for P1 for pole. You
Yeah.
can see Gambit still out pushing. We've got Jack Barrett, Mick of the Kid. That's it for Woody P11 at this stage.
Which let's see if Gambit has what it takes to challenge any of these top 3 cars.
Yeah, it's going to be an
And we
interesting start.
just went over at the last corner.
Magic on that final push lap. And that is it for qualifying. Fly on pole with a 115.4. Magic E2 starting side by side with McFly on the front row, the 116.6. That's a big margin from McFly with a 1.1 second over P2. And then we are very close going down the board. Dado in P3, putting that West McLaren on the second row, side by side with Sarah's in the Williams. We've got Mika, the kid, starting in out of P8. Not where I expected him to start from the grid. I think those track conditions just was not ideal in qualifying. Alrighty, blind the grid. Let's see what's gonna unfold in these opening laps of round 3. Catalonia, hosted by ANZCRL Combined Racing Lead.
And, um, and we also have a smaller grid to what we had last round as well.
Yeah, we got a slightly smaller grid with a couple of drivers that unfortunately couldn't make this round. So not ideal, but there's still 13 cars on track fighting for the championship. I mean, this is only round 3.
Yeah, yeah, there's still a lot of time to go in this championship, so the championship, both drivers and constructors, are still open for anyone.
Yeah, that sure is. It's there's 5 rounds remaining after this one. Yeah, for anyone watching along, check out ANZ Combined Racing League on Just Race. And here we are. We are lights out. And here we go. McFly with a brilliant start off the line. You can see he's already covering from Dado.
Yeah, the
Ooh,
Ferrari of
look at that
Gandhi is
move.
having a go.
Yeah, that was a great move from Dado as well.
Um, the Ferrari of Gambit is now up in P2. What a great shot from the Ferrari.
Yeah, brilliant start by Gambit. We've got Mika the Kid that's moved down to P12. Wonder what happened over at his opening start of the race. We've got Cuckoo down on P13. Must have been a bit of a tangle happened further back. Quick and easy battles forming right from the start here. This is a big battle pack with Mika the Kid, Woody Lizard, Night Havoc, Scar, and Magic.
Yeah, with look at the kid moves up into 11th, and now he's chasing down Scar with Ned Havoc chasing down Magic
Yeah, this is
Matt.
these battle packs are starting to form really quickly into this opening of this race with still 44 laps remaining. Night Havoc, Mika the Kid, Magic, they are all in a tight fight with Mika having a great run on this sector 2. A little bit of spray left on track.
Yeah, with Mika is trying to get land up for the move as he has a little look there, but was not able to get it up. But he's having another look going down into turn 1.
Yeah, this is this is going to be a big run down the straight, and they are side by side. A little bit of a touch there, it seems, but they are clean through, and that's Mika the Kid moving up to P9.
Yeah, um,
McFly has made up a significant margin over P2, who Sarah's moving up to P2. Seems like there's been a little bit of a tangle up the front as well.
yeah, 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 McFly is really picking up where he left off last round.
Yeah, that's for sure. And look at the lap times. McFly and Sarah's are the only ones on the previous lap in the 20s. The 119.9 and a 19.5 by Sarah's. What a lap by Cirrus. He is chasing down McFly.
Yeah, yeah. Commander's series is on a charge, and, and he's just hunting down that Renault of McFly.
Yeah, the Williams and the Renault are the only two in the 19s at the moment. These cars are rocket ships at the moment.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Which is something we can't afford, unfortunately, say about really looms now.
That is for sure. Unfortunately, in the real world, the Williams are not performing as they used to back in the day.
Yeah.
19.3 by Commander Sarah's and McFly with a 121. He is on a massive charge.
Yeah,
Let's jump on board with Sarah's for a lap around Catalonia as he chases down McFly. crazy speeds that these cars are getting up to around here. Oh, bit of a wiggle on the back.
Yeah, 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 a bit of oversea, but he was able to catch it and Series is just absolutely flying, trying to catch up to McFly.
Yeah, it did cost him a little bit. He lost out about half a second on that lap, and you can still see some of the water on the apexes as we're riding on board with Commander Ceros. Yeah, that lap really hurt. A lot of movers and shakers up the field as Jay Barrett has been passed by Gambit.
Yeah, um, yeah, 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 and there's Christopher Wason just in the background in that arrows.
Yeah, he's chasing down Jay Barrett here. Christopher had a great round at round 2 at Imola. There were some good battles on the field at round 2. Because the kid has had a horrid start considering he's right at the back in P13 at the moment.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That wouldn't be the side maker the kid would be after, but but luckily it's still early in the championship.
Yeah, that's correct. And Cuckoo putting all the pressure on Woody Lizard as we go into turn 1. Still a bit of spray kicking up from these cars.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cuckoo and Woody Lizard are just having a great little battle here as Cuckoo goes up the inside to overtake Woody Lizard. What a good pass by Cuckoo.
Yeah, great pass. He put the pressure on Woody Lizard going into the corner, and they were wheel to wheel.
Yeah, yeah. We which now Cuckoo would have his head down and try to close the gap to a couple of the cars ahead of him like Magic Matt.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Everybody would be looking at closing up the margins as we've got Commander Jim in the Sauber. He is chasing down Christopher Razor, but while he's doing that, he's got Night Havoc right behind him.
Yeah,
And that was going to be putting on some pressure real soon.
uh, 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 um, uh, which, very soon, we could see a battle between these two Selbers.
Yeah, these two Saubers are definitely going to start battling for position, and it's hopefully there won't be any team orders and it will be free for all.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a big battle up ahead with Jack Barrett and Christopher Razor.
Yeah.
They are wheel to wheel. Christopher making it stick around turn 1, and now Jay Barrett is going to be under the bump. Oh, and as he
Ooh.
just
Just goes wide there.
nice little rejoin, dropping 2 spots unfortunately, but now it's hopefully he can get back at it, and it will continue to another 3-car battle.
Yeah. 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 Jay Barrett would be looking to make up those places again, as Mega the Kid is um struggling a little bit at the back. I wonder if the track is still a bit damp from that practice session we had earlier.
Yeah, I think the track is definitely not at optimum at the moment, and especially with the overcast weather, we won't be seeing the track dry up as quickly as they would have wished. I mean, Mecca is doing solid lap times, and we've got Jay Barrett in pit lane. I think that's an early stop for some tires, maybe some fuel. Different strategies come into play here.
Yeah, yeah, um, um, uh, as Commander Series is trying to close that gap up the front to McFly, Commander Series would be trying to
Yeah,
close that gap up
yeah, he
as
definitely is
we
with a 19.0. What a brilliant lap time by Commander Seros. But this little battle here between the Saubers are insane at the moment as we go down to turn 1.
yeah
And Night Havoc is having a go, and he gets past his teammate of Commander Jim.
we which there's still a bit of play out there, so the track is not doing as fast as the drivers would have liked. But Magic Mass has
Oh, side
is
by side. This is wheel to wheel. Magic Mask making the pass, but this is still on.
as Magic Mass has been able to split the two salvers at
Yeah,
the moment, but Cuckoo is gonna have a one on Commander Jim here, which Cuckoo does overtake Commander Jim to go up into 8th. So what a good pass by Cuckoo.
yeah, it's definitely been a good run, a good couple of battles in the last couple of minutes. And we've got a big battle pack forming behind Woody Lizard as well. Making the kid on Sky into turn 1, and he makes it stick. That's what we like to see, some nice clean passes into turn 1. Now Mecha will be on the charge to make it up to the rear of Woody Lizard. Mick is on a charge at the moment.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, and Woody goes, unfortunately, that's an off track for Woody. Losing another position to Scar.
yeah, yeah. As we have, um, as we have Commander, trying to close that gap, but
Their lap
we,
times are just so consistent. They are matching each other's pace, and that's just making it very hard for Commander Ceres to close that margin. And oh no, that's a lockup and an off track. He's gonna lose out valuable seconds on the fight to McFly, and this will just bring Data Racer into the picture, giving him
yeah,
even more pressure from behind.
yeah, yeah, yes, uh, and now that, um, and now that the weather would just be like hunting down, com- commander of the that lockup with with uh with commander series would would be thinking to go defensive within the next couple of corners because Data Wazer is just closing that gap after that mistake.
Yeah, but Ceres will be definitely on the charge now with that mistake. He would want. He is on a hunt. I mean, he is comfortably in P2 at the moment, but he is definitely going for that win. We've got a big margin behind Dado and Christopher Razor. The margin is. I almost want to say that Dado can put and come out ahead.
Yeah, 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 but as we know, know, Commander Series will not give up that position
Yeah, definitely not. We've got
easily.
Christopher Razor in P4 for the Orange Arrow with his teammate Scar in P10 at the moment.
But but uh, the field is opening up at the moment.
Yeah, the field is definitely opening up. The battles are few to none at the moment. Everybody's just trying to get as much out of those tires as they can before they start putting. As I haven't seen McFly, Ceres, or Dado take their first pit stop. Oh, and as I speak, we've got Ceres in pit lane. Fresh set of tires, some fuel. And that is a go, go, go. Green light.
There
As we've
was a
got Christopher
baronet
Razor
itself.
just coming down the pit straight.
Yeah, with with um with Christopher Waze, just just was able to get the jump on series coming out of pit lane.
And we've got now Gambit putting all the pressure on Night Havoc.
Yeah,
Gambit on a big charge back.
and Gambit was able to make that move sick, but Gambit is on a big charge back up the field.
He sure is. That's up to P6. Now he's on the hunt for Cuckoo's blood in the Honda. DHL Jordan.
Yeah, with with um with um Mika the Kid is on the charge back up the field as well, which is good to see after his difficult shot to the west, as Gambit is just hunting down Fugu in P5.
Yeah, and look at those lap times. So closing this margin is not going to be an easy task for Gambit, as Cuckoo and Gambit are split by only 2/100ths of a second. And little mistakes like that is not going to help the fight to the back of Cuckoo.
Yeah,
And we've got Data Racer in pit lane as well. That sends Christopher Razor past into P2.
yeah,
Now Data's going to have to defend from Cuckoo going into his outlap with cold tires and some heavier fuel load.
yeah, yeah, which, which, uh, 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 this ways is really becoming a ways of strategy, as these cars begin to pit.
Yeah, the strategy is definitely going to come into play. Who's got the most fuel? Is it a one-stop or a two-stopper? Who can manage those tires and push them as far as they possibly can and get the most grip out of them?
And, as Cuckoo is just in the background of Data with, with, um, with Gambit and Mika just in the background. So Mika is really coming back in these ways, which is great, great, great to see.
Yeah, the two Ferraris are right in the same battle pack here, and they are hunting down, trying to make up positions as they've lost a couple on the start.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, as um, as McFly is still commanding these ways up at the front of the grid.
He sure is. He's definitely looking at extending that lead. He wants that 45-second margin, he would want that to go into pit lane, get a fresh set of tires, get some splash and dash fuel, and get back out at the front. As we've got Mika the Kid in pit lane as well.
Yeah, 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 y- yeah, but
And that's it. That's pit lane for McFly. Let's see how this is going to pan out for him, as we've got Christopher Razor still in P2. But I do believe he is yet to pit. So it's all between Christopher Razor, Commander Ceres, as to where they come out ahead when McFly starts to exit pit lane. As it's a long pit stop for McFly. He is out of pit lane. He is definitely still going to come out ahead. But what is that margin going to be? And can Commander Ceres close it down? And Christopher Razor is going to be on the attack of the Williams very, very shortly as we come into turn 1.
yeah, 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 yeah. The arrows would definitely be feeling the pressure of the really use it as they come up on some lapped traffic.
Yeah, and the little mistake by Christopher Razor didn't help him. It opened the door for Ceres, which has gladly taken the position back into P2, coming up on some lapped traffic. And now the chase and the hunt is on to get back to McFly. A 9-second margin, which is not going to be an easy. Oh, who is that Night Havoc just going off track there? No, it is not. That was
Amanda Jean,
yeah, that
yeah.
was an unfortunate off track right in front of Commander Ceres. Pretty sure he wouldn't have been very happy with that. But the chase is on 9.8 seconds. It has a lot of pit lane has been busy.
Yeah,
Cuckoo, Mecca the Kid, and Jay Barrett. Jay Barrett putting on all the pressure here on Mecca the Kid.
uh, uh, as Scar comes into the pits, which moves Mika up one, but he will be feeling the pressure of Jay Barrett.
He definitely will, and just look at those lap times from McFly and Ceres. They are again. Previous lap they matched each other, and now again Ceres is on the charge. He's made that margin up by a second. And Christopher Razor in pit lane. Jack is still on the hunt here to Mecca the Kid.
Yeah, yeah. Did 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 it becoming a battle between Cuckoo, Mika, and Jay Barrett?
It definitely is, and we can see Dado chasing down Gambit as well. The margin between them was very, very small at a moment ago. Woody Lizard as well on the charge. He can definitely see just the back of Night Havoc.
Yeah, um, yeah, as we still have a couple of battles as Jay Barrett and is still all over the back of the Ferrari of Mega the Kid.
Yeah, that's for sure. The Minardi is all over the back of the Ferrari, and that is putting a lot of pressure on Mika the Kid, having his mirror full of the charging Jack Barrett.
And and, and Jay Barrett was a bit too far back
And he
to
takes a
make him.
run. He's going to take a run. They're going to go side by side. Good
Ooh.
call by Barrett to pull back. But he's sticking the nose there, letting Mika the Kid know that he is on a charge.
Yeah, yeah,
You can see the pressure coming to Mika the Kid.
yeah, yeah. It's Jay Barrett is trying to get around Mega the Kid uh as Cuckoo has another lockup. But
Um, I think that was Cuckoo lighting up the rears as he exited the turn just off the apex, and this is Jack Barrett. He's going for it, and he's just not close enough. He should have stuck in the slipstream coming down that pit straight.
yeah, 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 but Mega the Kid would be on the defensive. As Jay Barrett did have another look, but he decided to pull out.
Yeah, let's just jump on board and see how this battle unfolds here between Jack Barrett and Mika the Kid. So easy to overdrive these cars in the corner, and Cuckoo lighting up the rears again. That's going to be hurting those tires. Jay Barrett just dropping back slightly on this particular lap. As Ceres has closed down the margin to just over 5 seconds with 18.5. He is on a massive charge. McFly is definitely going to be having a look at those lap times and sector times, and his pit crew would be all over him, telling him, hey, he needs to ramp up that charge. And Gambit with 18.7 as well. McFly will almost be seeing Cirrus in his rearview mirrors. That Williams is going to get larger and larger as the laps roll on.
Yeah, yeah, yes, as um um as Cuckoo and as Cuckoo gets overtaken by Mega and Jay.
Yeah, I think that looked like he made a mistake somewhere on track. And with that, he just had to unfortunately let Mika and Barrett pass. I've got Gambit in pit lane. That should bring Magic back up to P4. Sarah's just under 4 seconds behind McFly at the moment. Sarah's is on a massive charge. He is seeing the car, the Renault F1 team of McFly right in front of him, and that will just be motivating Cirrus to just close that margin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Commander would just be looking at those lap lap times, just trying, uh, just trying to eat away at the lead of McFly a little bit more.
Yeah, that is for sure. And that margin keeps dropping. It's going to be, I reckon, about another 5 laps, and we will have Commander Cirrus right on the back of that Renault. Woody Lizard as well, pumping out a couple of 119s. And we've got Jay Parrott in pit lane. I think that will be his final stop. Oh, that is Night Havoc. That is a spin. That's putting Night Havoc and Commander Jim, the two Saubers, in P12 and P13. That's a free spot up for Woody Lizard. He will take that with open arms. I believe that Gambit just letting Woody Lizard just letting Gambit past, if I'm not mistaken. The field is really split up at the moment. Those margins are opening up between these cars, and the big one that I'm watching very closely is the margin between P1 and P2.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. As McFly has been able to keep that at a healthy margin, so the McFly would be looking to keep it um that way.
Yeah, McFly pulling out a great 18.5 with Sarah's matching within the 18s as well. The margin is kind of stuck to 3.3, 3.5 for the last 2 laps. I think Sarah's is on the charge with those tires. He has pushed them to the max, and McFly has probably heard from pit lane that that margin keeps on closing, and they have asked him to open up.
Yeah, 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 as, um, as the two Ferraris are in P5 and P7 respectfully.
Wow. Commander Cirrus nearly pulling off a 117. I wonder if we will be seeing 117s here in race trim with a 118.1. That margin again keeps dropping, and it's down to just under 3 seconds at the moment.
Uh, yeah, the, uh, Commander, had a bit of a break, but now he's back on the charge. Um, and he has that as Commander series comes in.
That'll be his final stop of the race, and I think he's gonna be very happy to get some fresh set of rubber. Maybe another dash of splash of fuel. Quick stop. That was a very quick stop. And we've got more into pit lane. That's with Magic, Woody Lizard, Scar. On, we have a yellow. We've got a safety car out on track. We've got a safety car. Would like to know what this is for.
With we are we are we are we are with this um with you have to think that 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 this safety car would favor Commander over McFly because Commander has the fullest set of rubber.
Yeah, definitely. That worked into Commander Cirrus's favor right there for sure. I believe the safety car is out for Commander Jim, who's unfortunately had to retire the car as he is out of this race. Now, let's see how long the safety car will remain out. Is it going to be another lap? Are they going to let have a wave by? This has just put on more pressure for McFly. That's going to be another lap behind the safety car. Now, we got to wonder, has McFly got enough fuel to make it to the end?
Yeah, 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 yes, and at the pace McFly has been going, will will those tires hold up?
Yeah, that is for sure.
But but as this safety car has really brought those two Ferraris back into the fight.
It definitely have. We've only got one car out of sync at the moment, and that is Jay Barrett, who's in between Cirrus and Dado. This race is going to turn lively here towards the end with 12 laps remaining. The field has definitely compacted. There's a couple out of sync. This is definitely going to make for a big change towards the end and the closing laps of this race.
Yeah, 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 yes, but Commander Series would just be willing to go after getting that quick splash of fuel and that new Whopper. So Commander Series would be someone to watch on this safety car restart. That's
That is
for
for sure. That is for sure. It's gonna be it's gonna be a lively race towards the end, and I wonder if we will see the safety car peel off into safety car lights are out. We are going green. Now watch for this restart. McFly will want to get the jump on the cars. And we are green, green, green.
uh,
Cars covering
um,
all over the place. Oh, we've got
as
we've got we've got Gambit off track, unfortunately, into turn one.
uh, 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 as Data Weather had a little look on McFly's.
Yeah, we've got McFly, Dado, Magic, Commander Cirrus, and then Christopher Razor, followed by Mick the Kid, Cuckoo, Gambit, unfortunate turn one incident, then followed by Jay Barrett, Scar, Woody Lizard, and Night Havoc. We've still got 12 cars on the track. Uh,
We 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 with with just under 11 laps to go in this race. The so the end of this race will be a close one, especially after that safety car restart.
that is for sure. This McFly with a healthy margin of just about a second over Dado, followed by another second to Magic, and a half a second to Commander Cirrus. I'm pretty sure Cirrus would be on a big charge just as he was coming into that safety car session.
Yeah, 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 yeah. We with Commander Series oh um just charging down Magic to get up into back up into P3 as as Cuckoo just goes off.
we've got fights all over the show at the moment. That safety car's definitely brought everybody into play.
Yeah. As as the two Ferraris would um looks to be in a battle soon.
Yeah, Gambit and Mecha the Kid, the two Ferraris back in P6, P7. Yeah, we've got eight cars still on the lead lap, up to P8. Cuckoo still being on the lead lap, and then the remainder down a lap or two. Unfortunately, we don't know exactly how many. By the looks of it, it looks like just one lap.
Uh, yeah, yeah. As the gap between Commander and Magic Match has come down, with Commander's series is back on that chart.
He sure is, yeah. He won't be happy with sitting into P4 as he's been running in P2 for the duration of this race.
Yeah.
And with such a big charge on the late into catching up into McFly's space, that unfortunate safety car came into play, and that has definitely shuffled around the field quite a bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, as Commander is just trying to close that gap to mm, mm, Magic, and then hopefully try and close the gap to Dado at least.
Yeah, that's for sure. That gap is definitely, it's the margin is definitely stabilized across the top four, as McFly is pulling some mega laps at the moment, because I believe he is definitely noticed that the pack behind him is catching up and pulling in some great laps, and Magic is just McFly has just opened the taps up completely, and he's giving that Renault everything around Barcelona.
Yeah, yeah, uh, yeah. Me, McFly is definitely giving that Renault everything. Um, as they as we have 6 laps remaining in this race.
And the two Ferraris are battling it out for position over P6. Those margins have definitely stabilized. Seems everybody's on their last bit of tires, and the grip is still not optimum on this track, as we've still got a very overcast weather here at Catalonia. And that's 5 laps remaining. McFly has pulled out a healthy 4-second margin over Dado Racer, sitting comfortably in P2. And that's a 17.6 on the last lap for McFly. That is definitely the fastest lap of the race that we've seen thus far. Ceres is definitely charging down Magic for that final podium spot. With 4 laps remaining after this one,
Yeah,
he'll be tucking into that slipstream straight away, whatever little bit of slipstream he can get down the pit straight.
yeah,
As you can see, Magic and Dado trying to break the slip, coming down the straight. Another 18.1 for Ceres. That is a great lap by him. He's definitely on the hunt, looking to get back onto the podium. This is a nice little spicy battle happening here for the podium. It's definitely going to come down to the pointy end of this race.
yeah, yeah,
Still got
yeah,
Cuckoo on the charge as well. He's looking at getting back up to P7. He's hunting down the Ferrari of Mika the Kid. Oh, lighting up those rears. Yeah, that late safety car's definitely brought a little bit of spice back into this race here in the closing stages. Gugu seems to be lighting up those tires nearly every lap. Just a bit aggressive on the throttle input.
yeah, yeah, yeah. As we ended this race with 2 laps to go, and McFly has been able to open that gap
Ooh,
back up to
a bit of
Gambit just has a little moment there.
yeah, definitely had. Oh, and another bit of a oversteer there. Seems the charge to get to the back of Christopher Razor just has taken the life out of those tires. As we see Cuckoo and that is a pass by Cuckoo on Mika the Kid. That was a great pass. P7 for Cuckoo. And this fight at the front is still ongoing. These guys are separated by near to nothing as this fight continues on, with one more lap remaining after this. McFly sitting comfortably with 6-second margin, and obviously Dado and P2 still keeping his mirrors full of magic, and Sarah's on the charge as well. Oh, with a big moment by Jay Barrett. That's an unfortunate moment coming into the closing stages of this race, as Night Havoc is on the chase after losing his teammate in the Sauber, Commander Jim, who brought out the safety car. And Ceres is in the slipstream. This is going to get nice and spicy in here into the final lap, and he makes the dive, but he can't get it past into turn 1. Ceres wanting that final podium position. We're on the final lap of this 46 lap race here at Circuit de Catalunya, Barcelona, in the 2002 F1 Championship hosted by ANZCRL Combined Racing League. This is going to come down to the wire. Ceres is giving it his all in the Williams. McFly with a great race and another 17.2 on the last lap, and that is a win.
Yeah.
That is a win for McFly. With Data Racer coming home in P2, Magic in P3, and Commander Cirrus in P4. Wow, what a race! What a race in the closing stages. That is a brilliant round. Considering the margins that safety car brought into play, that was an excellent race.
Yeah, yeah, that was an excellent race.
Yeah, definitely a great run by McFly. He had a commanding lead from the start, and yeah. So let's bring our podium
Yeah,
guys in and hear what they have to say. G'day, Magic. G'day, Magic. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you guys.
Yeah. How's it, Magic? Congratulations on P3.
Yes, thank you.
that was a hectic last little bit of a race there for us. That safety car really bunched up the field and made it for a nice little spicy end of the race.
Yes, I don't know what happened on the restart though. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, that definitely was a hectic restart. Let's just take it at that. How did you feel about your race?
I was very. The start was really shocking because I had no grip at the first 10 laps. And then I pitted and the car was back to normal. So
Yeah, we
the
could.
first thing was shocking. So I wasn't sure if I had damage or not because sometime I feel like I had no front end sometime, and then I did, and then I did not. But then as soon as I pitted after, it was much better afterwards, balance wise.
Yeah, it definitely looked like you had the pace after the pit. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it was for dry. I probably would have been second, or hopefully second, because
Yeah.
the pace I had was pretty good.
Yeah, we were wondering what it was like on track conditions because it seemed very damp.
Yeah, it was a bit damp at the start, but comparison to practice was even more damp. So I was left puzzled the whole first stint. Just one corner is fine, and then you go next. It's just just really over the place.
Yeah, it seemed the cars were a bit over the place, all over the place, because we could even see a little bit of water still on some of the apexes.
Oh, they didn't. They were still there almost the whole race until maybe last 15, 20 laps where the first corner was almost dry, and then another one at turn 10.
Yeah, turn 10. Yeah, definitely saw it there. And coming through the chicane up to the hairpin, there was a lot of spray coming up through there.
Yeah, it was a lot there, but it wasn't too bad because you could fly through there, so you don't really compromise too much. So it actually helped to cool down the tires as well along the way.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on a great race, and
Congratulations.
yeah, P3 podium.
Yeah, thank you.
G'day, Dado.
Oh, g'day, Nico. How you going?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Congratulations, P2.
Yeah, first
Yeah,
time.
congratulations.
Thanks, Rich.
That was an epic little race there. That would with that little spicy safety car there towards the end.
Yes. And I think Cirrus had to pit for maybe a top up of fuel because he was actually in front of me, and that gave me second spot. But thing was, I had those fast boys behind me, so it was a pressure few laps at the end. I'll tell you.
Oh, I could definitely see that. Yeah, because we saw Sarah's going into pit lane, and I thought, oh no, what's happening here? And as I jumped back, I saw a safety car because obviously we missed why the safety car came out. I can only assume it was for Commander Jim because we saw him retire after
Okay.
that. So
There
I've got
was bits and pieces on the main straight when I come past.
yeah, could have been
That's where it
definitely
happened.
something
Yeah.
that happened there. I'm not sure, but yeah. Other than that, it was a great charge for that last let's call it 15 laps, and
Yeah.
you had all the pressure coming from
I think it was
Magic and Cirrus. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I kept looking at the thing. I just had to try and keep that second gap. It varied a bit, but anyway, I got away with it this time.
You got away. Congratulations, Dado. That was a great race for you.
What's for me, mate? Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, but yeah. So, what's your thoughts on the race and Catalunya and the car's performance?
Well, look, the car was good. I've been working on it for some time, but couldn't get it as quick as McFly's. But I think it was as quick as most. I think Cirrus's car, Williams was a little quicker, but overall, I don't think there was much in it during the race. But that was great. The track's fast. There's no
Yeah,
time. You got the main straight to have a bit of a scratchy head, but that's it.
yeah.
After that, you're on the edge pretty much the whole way.
It definitely looked like that, especially with the spray still coming up on the majority
Yes,
of the corners.
that's
So
right. That only stopped with about 10 laps to go.
yeah, Magic
But
mentioned the same thing as well.
Yeah, well, I was a bit gun shy to go near it just in case there was a bit of moisture on it.
Yeah, no, we could definitely see a little bit of wetness still on some of the
Right.
apexes, and yeah. But other than that, it was a great great race, and there was a couple of good battles forming in the field, and yeah, like I said, that safety car towards the end definitely bunched the field up and made for some
Yeah,
exciting racing towards the end.
for sure, buddy. All right. Well,
Um,
thanks for that, and I'll looking forward to looking at the stream, boys, and thank you for doing that.
no worries. Thanks, Dano, and yeah, congratulations again on P2.
Cheers, bud.
Congrats.
Thanks, Mitch.
And welcome, McFly, our winner of Catalonia.
G'day, fellas.
G'day. How was that for you with that spicy little safety car towards the end?
Yes, quite stressful. I was very, very scared of people taking softs. Turns out they did. So I was felt like Lewis Hamilton, Abu Dhabi 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Starting on wets.
yeah, 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 yeah. But you must have been novice where when you seen that Commander series just pitted before that safety car got caught.
Absolutely. Yep, I was watching his Delta in behind me during the race. He was catching me pretty quickly. I was kind of managing the tires until I saw the Delta closing in and had to start picking it up.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that as well because Ceres was really pushing hard. You could see that margin kept coming down because he was after your final pit stop, he was 9 seconds behind you. And then the margin kept dropping half a second a lap, half a second a lap. And he was really on a big charge. And I was hoping for a nice little spicy battle between the two of you towards the end. And then the safety car came. And as soon
Yeah,
as that
which
safety car came, it bunched up the entire field. And poor old Jack Barrett was slapped right damn in the middle. And on the restart, yeah, that was a bit of a crazy one. There was a further back, there's Gambit came together with one of the other cars. I just can't remember exactly who it was. But yeah, he had a bit of a tangle at the back. And that was kind of what I was hoping wouldn't happen, especially at the front, because the four of you were on a big charge, and I knew on the restart it was going to be a lot of pressure for you because you've got three fast guys behind you, all wanting that spot.
yep, I was absolutely terrified. The sketchy thing about that restart too, and I'm sure every other driver could attest to this, the tires were ice cold. It was very, very slippery for that first few corners. Um, the other thing that probably worked out for me, and I obviously didn't have much of this during the race, but in my practice, I did notice that the dirty air was pretty bad, so following was quite difficult.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that because I was quite interesting seeing some of the guys actually not going for the slipstream down the main straight. They'll go halfway slipstream and then pull out of it, coming into
Yeah,
turn one. But with the battle with Ceres, Magic, and Dado, with the three of them fighting over P2, P3, that just took the pressure off you because you were able to just pull that margin and just stick with it.
it was all about praying the car didn't blow up at that point.
Yeah,
Oh, it definitely looked like it. That
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah. You really did pick up where you left off in round two, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was good to get a slightly cleaner run at it this time. I even in the other races, it's been really noticeable how much of a difference getting away ahead is. Um, like you can be significantly quicker than the guy in front of you, but if you're caught behind him, it can be really, really hard to get by because the dirty air is a huge, huge challenge.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that with some of the other drivers further back in the field as well. You'll see them close the margin. They'll be a second a lap quicker, but they're just not able to get past.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Any case, McFly, congratulations on a well-deserved win at Catalonia.
Thanks very
Thank
much,
you.
guys.
See you next time.
Cheers.
Well, that's it for round 3 of ANZ Combined Racing League's Formula One Championship. Make sure to, if you want to get back into the action as well, follow us on socials, get involved on Just Race, and have a look for ANZCRL. Thanks, Mitch, for joining me in the comms box here at round 3.
That's overweight. It's always a pleasure to call these races.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone. See you next round. Goodbye.